My name's Peter and I'm a member of the church community in Hyde, part of the Avon Valley Partnership of Churches, located in the northwest corner of the New Forest National Park. Some time ago, a friend of mine, Anne Lewin, introduced me to a book which I want to bring to your attention. It's called Exciting Holiness, and it contains collects and readings for the festivals and lesser festivals of the calendars of the Church of England, Ireland, the Scottish Episcopal Church, and the Church in Wales. It's an absolutely fascinating book, and I thought I would just have a look at a few of the people who are featuring in this book in the current week. That's the week starting Monday the 28th of July. The first I came across was on the 28th, was Samson, Samson, a bishop in Wales, born in Dyfed about the year 485. He was sent as a young boy to Iltad School at Llantwit Major, and at the age of 23 ordained deacon there by Dyfrig. He left soon after for the monastery on Caldy Island, where he was made first cellarer and then abbot. About 18 months later, Samson went on a missionary journey to Ireland, and on his return to Wales became a hermit, living in a cave near Stackpole on the South Pembrokeshire coast. In 521, he was summoned by Dyfrig to attend a synod in Llantwit Major, where he was elected abbot and consecrated bishop. He did not remain long at Llantwit Major, leaving for Cornwall, where he spent 25 years founding monastic communities, and then crossing to Brittany, establishing a monastery at Dol. This became a great centre for evangelism, and it was here that Samson died in 565. That's Monday. Wonderful to have all this information. And on Tuesday, the 29th, was a lesser festival commemorating Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. The Gospels describe how these three gave Jesus hospitality in their home at Bethany outside Jerusalem. Jesus is said to have loved all three. After Lazarus' death, Jesus wept and was moved by the sisters' grief. He brought Lazarus back from the dead so that the glory of God might be shown. Martha recognized Jesus as the Messiah, while Mary anointed his feet, and on another occasion was commended by Jesus for her attentiveness to his teaching while Martha served. From this, Mary is traditionally taken to be an example of the contemplative spiritual life, and Martha an example of the active spiritual life. Still only Tuesday. Wednesday, William Wilberforce and social reformers. 30th of July, Silas, who was a companion of Paul. And then on the 30th, William Wilberforce, social reformer. He was born in 1759 in Hull. Converted to an evangelical piety within the Church of England, he decided to serve the faith in Parliament instead of being ordained, becoming a member at the age of 21. He was a supporter of missionary initiatives and helped found the Bible Society. Settling in Clapham in London, he became a leader of the reforming group of evangelicals known as the Clapham Sect. Of all the causes for which he fought, he is remembered best for his crusade against slavery. After years of effort, the trade in slaves was made illegal in the British Empire in 1807, and Wilberforce lived to see the complete abolition of slavery just before his death on the 30th of July, 1833. There are two more that I must read for you. On the 31st of July, Joseph of Arimathea. All four Gospels tell us that it was Joseph who recovered the body of Jesus and arranged for its burial. He's described as a rich man, as a member of the council, the Jewish Sanhedrin, and as a follower of Jesus. John's Gospel relates that his discipleship was secret because he was afraid. Nonetheless, when Jesus' closest friends had deserted him, Joseph went boldly to Pontius Pilate and asked for, and received, the body, wrapped it in a linen shroud, and laid it in a new tomb. In John, he is helped by Nicodemus, and in Matthew and Mark, a stone is rolled across the entrance. He thus plays a small but significant part in the narrative of the passion and resurrection of our Lord. Later Romantic legend provides a much fuller story, but it is for his selfless act in giving to Jesus what was needed, at some risk to himself, that he's remembered today. And finally, Ignatius of Loyola, founder of the Society of Jesus. Born in 1491, the son of a Basque nobleman, Ignatius served as a soldier and was wounded at the siege of Pamplona in 1521. During his convalescence, he read a life of Christ, was converted, and lived a life of prayer and penance, during which he wrote the first draft of his Spiritual Exercises. He gathered 6 disciples, and together they took vows of poverty and chastity, and promised to serve the Church, either by preaching in Palestine or in other ways that the Pope thought fit. By 1540, Ignatius had won papal approval for his embryonic order, and the Society of Jesus was born. For the next 16 years, he directed the work of the Jesuits as it spread around the world, until his sudden death on this day, the 31st of July, in 1556. Now, those are just the people who were worthy of entering into this marvelous book in 1 week. So if you have any fancy for it and the interest that it promotes, I commend it to you. I'm going to hold up the cover so you can see it. Exciting Holiness. Collects and readings. God bless you this week.